Well, hey there, Bob the Missouri Gardener here. It's just another fine evening in southwest Missouri. We got the sun shining and we got the wind blowing and it's keeping us a little cooler. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about specific topics in the garden, and I'm going to start off today with talking about garlic. Since garlic is the first thing that I plant in the garden for the next season, I plant it in October and I harvest it in June. So we're now at the harvest time. I've harvested a little bit early, but you can harvest it all the way up to the end of June. And so I want to discuss a little bit more about garlic, the different types of garlic. And like I said, bear in mind, I am not a professional gardener. I'm an amateur gardener, and I learn basically by making mistakes. So with that being said, here we go with the garlic. Okay, so I plant garlic in different places in my garden. I plant it in here where I have all the squash. It's the first thing that gets planted, so obviously there was all garlic here before there was any of this squash or cucumber that you see now. I also plant it in with my potatoes in my potato bins I have here, and there's still a few left in there. All the rest of it I've already harvested from here, and over here I had a bunch of garlic in this bin too. I use potato bins, garlic bins, and then I use my squash and cucumber area for planting garlic also. But that's not the only place I plant garlic. I also plant garlic throughout the entire garden. And you can see, like down here, there's a little bitty section of garlic down there. Those are not going to get, real big to harvest because I planted them late. But that's not what I planted them for. I've already harvested my bulbs that I'm got for using for other things. This garlic I plant for pest control. Garlic is a good pest deterrent. A lot of bad insects don't like garlic, so it keeps them away. But with that being said, I still have a few more garlic in here that I got to pull. And they're not very big, and they're not going to get much bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these out right here. As you can see, it's in with my potatoes, and I'm just going to yank it right out. And there, you can see it's not very big. I've had bigger ones than this, but it's big enough for me, and it's big enough for what I want to use it for. So now I'm going to take this that I've pulled out. I still have a couple more. Sorry for so much movement, but I still have several more in there that I got to pull out because I'm going to be harvesting my potatoes here pretty soon. So I'm going to go in here this is my greenhouse, my little greenhouse I have. It's not a real big one. But in here is where I cure or dry the garlic out. And you can see right there that here's where I'm drying some that I've already harvested. And I'm going to lay that down right there. And you can dry it this way, where I cut some of the stems off and I put it in the racks and I let it dry. But the old conventional way of doing it is where you just hang it and let it dry. And I'm doing both. I'm going to take those that I just pulled up and I'm going to hang them like I did here. And then once they dry out enough, I'll take them inside, brush them off, not rinse them off. I'll just brush them off, cut the stems off of them, put them inside a thick brown paper bag and store them in my potato bin. And that will, do well for me for 9 months or so. I'll have garlic. So, and with that being said, like I said, there's two different types of garlic. There's hard neck garlic and there's soft neck garlic. Now, what are the main differences in the two? Well, I'm not a garlic research person, but basically a hard neck garlic has a thick, hard stalk that comes out through the center, and they produce large bulbs with, you know, not as many cloves as soft neck garlic does, okay? But they are a lot stronger in as far as taste goes than soft neck garlic is. People that cook a lot and chefs and stuff like that, they like the hard neck garlic because it's a stronger taste to it. Soft neck garlic grows into a softer stem at the top and produces what's called garlic scapes. When the garlic scapes grow, they curl up, and then you cut those off, and you can use those actually because they've got the garlic taste to them. You cut those off on soft neck garlic so that the bulb produces bigger. But soft neck garlic has a milder flavor to it than hard neck garlic does. And the other main difference is it depends on where you live on which is better for your environment. Here in southwest Missouri, hard neck garlic tends to grow better than say in Florida, where the temperatures are year round. They're milder, not milder, but you've got a more temperate environment there. Soft neck garlic grows better there. So it just all depends on where you're at on which one you would want to use. I tend to grow both anyway because I don't look to get these huge bulbs of garlic. I just harvest them whenever I want to, and I use them and give away the rest that I don't need. And so I try both of them, and I get both of them. And whether they're small or large, it doesn't matter. They both taste good. So that is about what I know. Now, hard neck and soft neck, there's several different varieties of each one, and I just encourage you, if you want to know more about it, to look up which varieties, and I may not even be pronouncing them right, but one's called a chestnut red. I can't even think of another one right now, but just do some research on it and find out the different types of hard neck and soft neck garlic. And that's about all I know about garlic so far. I learn more every day. And next, I'm going to be talking about harvesting my potato plants. And that'll be the next topic that I'm going to talk about. If you like my content, then please like and share these videos and subscribe to my channel if you want to. If you don't, that's okay too. So, Bob the Gardener out here in southwest Missouri. Beautiful evening. You have a great evening, and be careful and take care of yourselves.